There are a lot of celebrity scandals that happened this year, and with 2021 giving us all a fresh start, some of these celebrities should be left behind in 2020. Positive vibes only, if you know what I mean. Today on Beyond the Screen, I am dishing out 10 celebrities we need to forget about in 2021. I'm your host for this one, Joss Bedard. If you guys agree with this list, let me know in the comments and leave a like because it really helps us out. Kicking off this countdown at number 10 is Shia LaBeouf. He has gone through some rough patches in his career while struggling with an alcohol and drug addiction. But it seemed like things were on the up after he got sober and made apologies that were long overdue. But recently, some of his dark past caught up to him, and his ex-girlfriend, FKA Twigs, sued him and accused him of sexual battery, assault, and infliction of emotional distress. In the lawsuit, it says, Shia LaBeouf hurts women. He uses them, he abuses them, both physically and mentally. He is dangerous. Shia has responded to the claims and admitted that he was abusive towards himself and others in his past, and that even his addiction is not an excuse for his past behavior. Some people can respect that he has sobered up and has tried to turn his life around, but after seeing the horrific and detailed allegations in this lawsuit, a lot of people think this will be the end to his career. And a lot of people think that it should be. Even Sia, who worked with Shia before, came forward and said that he has also emotionally abused her and believes that he is very sick. Up next, number 9 is Lil Wayne. The rapper had another run-in with the law, but people are not necessarily surprised by that, seeing as he has been behind bars before. You might think he would learn his lesson the first time, but apparently he did not. He was recently charged with 1 count of possessing a firearm and ammunition by a convicted felon, which he ended up pleading guilty to. He was found in possession of a handgun at an airport in December 2019, but the arrest didn't come until almost a year later. He is currently out on bail as he waits for a sentencing hearing, which is scheduled for January 28th, 2021. He faces up to 10 years in federal prison from the charge, but given that they've worked out a plea deal, it is likely he will receive much less than that. He might not receive any at all and could possibly continue his career in 2021. But some people don't think he should have that privilege, seeing as he continues to break some serious laws. I'd say, guarantee he won't get jail time. I'm calling it. That's my vote. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Sliding into number 8 is Lori Loughlin. Speaking of jail time, this Full House actress is probably the last person you would expect to see behind bars, but that is what happened in 2020. The news broke in 2019 that she had been caught in a college admission scandal where she paid $500,000 to forge test scores for her daughters to get an early admission. Both she and her husband were facing charges for conspiracy to commit mail fraud, money laundering, and bribery, which all followed them into 2020. It wasn't until more recently when they were both finally sentenced and she was given 2 months in prison, a $150,000 fine, 2 years of supervised release, and 100 hours of community service. One of her daughters, Olivia Jade, spoke recently about the incident for the first time and admitted that it was a huge mistake on her family's end, but also believes they should not be shamed for it and should be given a second chance. She feels that they have learned from their mistakes and is hoping that they can redeem themselves in 2021. However, some people feel very strongly that they do not deserve a second chance. What do you guys think? I feel like there's worse. I mean, Lil Wayne has handguns. At spot number 7 is Perez Hilton. The celebrity blogger has always had a very controversial career, but it seemed to catch up to him because he was recently banned from the TikTok app. His account was permanently banned out of nowhere after he repeatedly violated the app's rules, but he says he plans to appeal all of these claims. Following his account being banned, he posted a YouTube video where he said he was completely devastated by this decision. In the video, he starts crying and explaining that TikTok was such an escape for him and that he relied on the fact the app would be a huge part of his future and career. A TikTok spokeswoman confirmed he was banned for violating their policies repeatedly. Perez admits that some of his content has been flagged before for violating TikTok's rules against nudity and harassment, and also said that he has been accused of bullying. A lot of his content is dishing out celebrity news and scandals, but his approach comes across very harmful sometimes. He has apologized and said he did not realize the damage he was causing, but I'm not sure if that apology is going to be enough. In spot number 6 is Lea Michele. 2020 was not the best year for her reputation. The Glee actress was exposed by some of her former co-stars who claimed that she made their filming experience a living hell. Samantha Ware claimed that Lea threatened to go to the bathroom in her wig is the best way I can put it, if she had that opportunity. After this tweet went absolutely viral, her other co-star Keith Power chimed in and said, "I co-sign on this. Lea Michele is a terrible human and has said terrible things to many different types of people, including racist aggressions to and about people." Lea didn't admit to any of these very specific claims, but apologized for her behavior on set and said she has done a lot of reflecting to become a better person. But people do not take these claims lightly, and she has remained pretty quiet ever since these came to surface. Halfway through our list at number 5 is Shane Dawson. He has been in the YouTube game since the very beginning, and throughout his career he has been cancelled on numerous occasions, like a lot. But things got more serious in 2020 and YouTube took action and demonetized all of his channels. Everything crumbled in his career after old footage resurfaced where he made some racist and inappropriate remarks. But what really set people over the edge was old video footage of him making inappropriate sexual gestures to a poster of Willow Smith, who was just 11 years old in the photo. People were absolutely disgusted by his actions in the video, and the Smiths started tweeting at him in anger, as most parents and family would. YouTube ended up demonetizing all 3 of his channels so that he couldn't make money off any future videos or even his old ones that are already uploaded. He's apologized many times since everything went down, but he still has not returned to YouTube. People are suspecting he's going to make a return in 2021, but will people be welcoming to that? I'm not sure. Rolling into spot number 4 is Trisha Paytas. She is the queen of controversy and has no problem admitting it. Every time she ends up in a scandal, she honestly just makes TikToks making fun of the fact that she's going to get canceled from it. The most recent scandal she was in included the 16-year-old TikTok star Charli D'Amelio. Trisha posted a video on her TikTok reacting to one of Charli's YouTube videos of her and her family and criticized her, calling her and her sister, Dixie D'Amelio, ungrateful and disrespectful. Charli responded during an Instagram live video, and from there the feud just blew up everywhere and lasted for days. A lot of people started attacking Trisha online because she was starting a feud with a 16-year-old girl. And thinking about it now, why is she not banned from the app but Perez Hilton is? For anyone who has seen her videos about Charli, I don't get it. It was like she was straight up bullying the girl. That just doesn't make sense to me. But no matter how many times she gets canceled, she doesn't actually get canceled. But maybe this was enough to affect her career in 2021. Sadly, I doubt it. In our 3rd spot is Kanye West. There is a big debate around Kanye's erratic actions this year. Some people don't want to hold him accountable because it's been said he is struggling with mental illness, so it wouldn't be fair to judge him by his recent actions. While others will sit there and say he has always been this way and that his actions do have consequences. A lot has happened with him this year. He publicly bashed his wife, Kim Kardashian, and her family in a Twitter rant, claiming she cheated on him and called her family white supremacists. He also posted photos of his music contract on Twitter, which is a breach of confidentiality and totally illegal, and he posted a video of him urinating on one of his Grammy Awards in a toilet. He has done a lot of things that would not be tolerated by other people, but like I said, there have been articles saying that he has bipolar disorder, so some people are taking that into consideration right now. Taking over our number 2 spot is Harvey Weinstein. His huge sexual harassment case started back in 2017 and lasted until 2020 when he was finally convicted. Back in 2017, the New York Times published a story detailing decades of allegations of sexual harassment against him. Some coming from his employees and some even coming from actresses in Hollywood like Rose McGowan and Ashley Judd. Over the next few years, more and more allegations came to surface, and he lost his entire career and reputation in the industry. It was a long legal battle, and everyone was impatiently waiting for him to finally get his sentencing. That moment happened in 2020, and he is currently serving his 23-year term in prison and was convicted of first-degree criminal sexual act and third-degree. It will be a lot easier to forget about him with him being behind bars, but not for the victims, of course. In spot number 1 is Prince Andrew. One person you don't want to be associated with is Jeffrey Epstein. Scary truths surfaced about his human sex trafficking system that he had in places for many years, all of which included minors. So how does Prince Andrew fit into all of this? Well, his trafficking went on at his New York mansion, and there's evidence that Prince Andrew stayed at the mansion as a guest during the time that these allegations with minors were going on. An exclusive report recently revealed a travel itinerary itinerary which showed he stayed there as a guest on a 3-day trip back in 2001. He has been accused of sleeping with underage girls during this time, which he denies. A woman formerly known as Virginia Roberts alleges that she was forced to sleep with Prince Andrew 3 times when she was just 17 years old. He has denied the allegations but admitted to being at the mansion. He said, "I wasn't staying there, I may have visited, but definitely didn't. Definitely no activity." We are gonna have to wait and see how this one plays out, but as of now, it is not looking too good for the prince. Alright guys, that is our list. Make sure you guys leave a like if you enjoyed it and let me know your thoughts and feelings down in the comments. Speaking of comments, I'm gonna end this video with some comment shoutouts. MLG Gamer says, "Wait, Janet Jackson and Matthew McConaughey were a thing? Okay, alright. I see what you did there in that comment. I was like reading it out loud and then I heard that in my head. Clever." Richard James Rothart says, "Jeffree Star drama makes me feel ill." Just Jeffree Star drama? Why Jeffree Star drama? I feel like there's worse than Jeffree Star, believe it or not. Diana Rose says, "Thanks for keeping me informed the way you do." You're welcome. I love keeping you informed. Honestly, looking up all this research and stuff informs me. So. Tiki Miranda and Journey the Killer says, "Shane Dawson should be called Shame Dawson." I'm sorry, I'll leave. That was terrible. I actually laughed, so it wasn't that bad of a joke. A little corny, but it was really funny. Alright guys, that's all I got. I'm getting out of here. I was your host, Joss Bedard. I will see you next time. I thought they were friends. Guess not. He was in her music videos. He is currently out on bail as he waits for a sentencing hearing, which is scheduled. The news broke first in 1919. What the f? The news broke. I'm losing it right now. Following his account being banned. Can you even appeal claims if you're banned? I don't think you have access to the app, but okay. Can't say I've ever seen a grown man cry over TikTok. You should see this video though. He's crying like you just told him like his husband died. The most recent scandal she was in involved the The most recent scandal she was involved in, the most recent scandal she was in, I'm saying involved, included is what I'll say. She's just like literally, she can't get canceled. She remains every time. Taking over the #2 spot is Harvey, is it Weinstein?
Yeah.
Weinstein, yeah, it's not Weinstein. Right when I said it out loud, I'm like, there's no way it's Weinstein.
We call it just the